Scorpio, hello. So let's have a look at your general love reading. This kind of focuses from sort of like mid-December till mid-January 2021. Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll start off here with an oracle card. I'll do a tarot reading for you, and then I'll end up with a message from the universe. Okay, just to see what we have. Obviously, this is general readings. Take what resonates. If you are on the cusp, I would recommend that you look at both readings to get a more complete picture for you over there. For those who don't know me, my name is Adrian H, intuitive healer, spiritual regression hypnosis practitioner. For all of you always supporting me, I'd like to say thank you very, very much. And I would also like to say thank you very, very much to AC Digital Marketing Solutions for doing my beautiful, beautiful thumbnails. All right. So, first card for you coming out on an oracle card, it says exposed and revealed. All right. So this is sort of like getting to find out what exactly is going on here. All right. This is Maybe you've been a little bit uncertain about something, you weren't quite sure what's happening, where it's going. There might have been some ulterior motives that were going on there. And it's almost like somebody might have been withholding information from you because they either felt that you weren't ready to deal with it or that you might run with it. It does feel sort of like condescending though. And so it's almost like you get a deeper insight into an actual situation, you know, and whatever was sort of like withheld from you is kind of coming to the light, is coming to clarity, which gives you a better sort of option on how to make certain decisions. All right, so let's just draw your oracle for you. You're going to look at your recent past, we're going to look at where you currently are, and we're going to look at what's coming towards you. Okay, so alright, so overall energy is the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Emotions over there. Alright. Oh, alright. Hopes, dreams, possibility, hoping that something will actually work out. Alright. In the recent past here, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. In the current situation, I'm going to show it to you when I do the reading, and then I'm going to clarify for you. But in the current energy, you've got the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this might be you actually making up your mind about something. Going forward, the Queen, the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the Devil card. All right, this is quite interesting. Okay, so let's look at this recent energy of yours, this Nine of Cups, because this is about hope. This is about actually hoping that something works out the way that you would have actually liked it to work out. So maybe you sort of set your heart on something, or you set your heart on someone you decided to give, and it doesn't only have to be love. We're focusing on love here though, so it's the things that are like sort of dear to your heart. But you know, put your mind here on something. It's like you're very sort of like what is the word now? Sort of like, you know, motivated to really make it work this time, you know, to really sort of put in your all, to not cut any slack, cut any corners, anything like that. But if it means that you have to let go, then you will do that as well. All right. So for clarifiers, I've got the Strength card in reverse. We've got the Six of Cups, and we have got the Eight of Cups. All right, this is there's some, you know, in order for things to work, in order for things to unfold, in order for you to actually get the benefits of the situation, you have to make peace with the past. You have to let things go. You have to accept people, you know, with their strengths, with their sort of like weaknesses, you know, and only then can you step away. So this is a situation where you're sort of willing to, you know, let go of the past. You're willing to peacefully let go of the past, even to do the forgiveness, you know. But in the same token, it's almost like there's some inner work that needs to be done, some inner child healing that needs to be done. And it's almost like you're trying to bypass that step, and that in itself is not really going to work for you. All right, that in itself is just going to lead to, from what I can tell over here, just additional sort of heartache that you really don't need to have. All right, so Seven of Pentacles there, the recent past, what brought you to where you currently are, Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So, your situation might have gone through a bit of a trial and error, you know, and life, like the more sort of material side of life, you know, money, work, even health, may have somehow had an impact over here. You know, there's that sense of, you know, there was like a sense of lack over here, and then it's like you sort of went with it. And really kind of started to find yourself in the moment. So whatever materialistically was the problem here, it really started to work out. You know, it's almost like life really handed you that helping hand, and you actually took it, which had a very positive impact on the relationship that you will have with the energy of love. All right. Let's clarify that before we move on to the current energy. So I'm going to clarify that Nine of Pentacles. And the first card that came out a little bit on its side is the Sun card. So there's definitely an improvement in joy. And look at what we've got over here. So for clarifiers there for the Nine of Pentacles, or that materials card, there's the Sun, there's the Nine of Cups again. And remember, the Nine of Cups is also the overall energy of your reading. And so you sort of achieved what you actually wanted to achieve, and you've got the Hierophant over there. It's almost like you change your outlook, you change your attitude, you change your view sort of life, you know, of people, of your partner, of yourself, of situation, of circumstances. And it's like you started to hope again, sort of took things back to basics. And that is also why, obviously, you know, your overall sense of happiness and joy and those things improved. Let's look at this Lovers card in the recent past. It is bringing you to the current energy, to where you currently are. We've got the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So some sort of emotional breakthrough was actually made over here. Also, what I really like is that some of you really got to it's like you took control of your emotions, and you took control of and ownership for your part in whatever the situation is, which is really fantastic. So that sort of brought you to that very pinnacle sort of point where you're like, okay, so now what, you know, so what do we do now, where do we go from here, type of thing. But some major breakthrough has taken place. They may be very unexpected, in fact, you know, but it is that sort of embracing of energy that you did there, sort of like, you know, being willing to probably be more, more sort of pliable than you may have been before, you know. So in the current energy, we are looking at the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. You've got the Fool, and you've got the World card, or the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. This is you, where you currently are. You pretty much made up your mind that you're going to go, you're basically going to go for gold here in this particular situation, you know. No more sort of low vibes. Also letting go. There's, you know, I've been seeing this for a while, and even in the recent past, you know, there was almost like a need to get even type of thing, you know. You did this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stand for this, and I won't take that, and and you sort of realize that that is not really the best way to go about things, you know. And so that set you on a brand new path over here with the Fool. And in actual fact, the wonderful thing is it makes things turn for you in a more positive direction, which really goes very much hand in hand with that Exposed and Revealed card that we initially had in the beginning. You saw how you are the one who's, you know, actually sort of the problem in the situation, okay? Let's look at the Fool card over here for you, right in the middle of the reading. Very powerful energy for you in the middle of your reading. And we've got the Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So I like this very much. This is you letting go of the past. This is you forgiving, letting go, setting free. Okay, they did this. Okay, they did that, you know. Be it in the relationship, be it the other people, be it in your childhood, be it in your job. This is what they've done. It didn't kill me. You're actually getting to see how in many ways you were your worst enemy in life, and how that actually adversely affected your actual life. And that in fact takes you forward quite beautifully in life. It really opens the doors for you, and it's a real game changer over there. Now, let's just look at this Wheel of Fortune. Let's just look at this. So you've got the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Devil card. Now this is what you want to look out for. This is actually what I was going to say, but it's being confirmed by the cards in any case. You want to be very mindful. This is a time for you to look forward, to focus forward, to work together, you know, with your partner, with the person who's willing to work with you, you know, in equal balance. And that doesn't mean that you are both able to bring equal sort of contribution to the table, but it does mean that you both come with integrity and full integrity, and there's no sort of plans, you know. You're not trying to hit people where it's going to hit them, sort of like hurt them the most, and any of those sort of things. But you want to be careful, because the thing is, and no picking on you, Scorpio, or anything like that, but the thing is, you sort of have this habit where you go in a good direction, and when things are going good, you find a way to sabotage it sometimes, you know, and you want to be careful of that, because again, that speaks of that sort of unwillingness with the overall energy to do the inner work, because if you don't do the inner work, you will by default go back right to where you were before, because life is a repeating pattern like that, okay? Not trying to demotivate you or anything like that. I'm just letting you know how it is. Literally just setting it out for you out there. Okay. Then let's look at what's coming towards you. So this is quite beautiful, the Star. For those of you that are hoping to go to that new level. The Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands, and the Devil card again. All right. So you're on a very good flow here. Going forward, you're on a very good flow here. It's like things are evening out, but some of you are looking for sort of like mistakes for things not to work out. And the reason why you could actually be having that might not even be the actual partner that you are with, but it's almost like a habit from the past. You know, when things are going well for me, something always happens to mess it up. And so it's almost like you're starting to look for reasons why things are not going to work out, because it's almost like a subconscious sort of like expectation for you that something is going to happen to mess things up for you. All right. So for many of you, you're really getting to see how, in many ways, you know, you can be your own worst enemy sometimes. And one of the ways that you really get to see it right now so beautifully is because with a change of, you know, perspective and approach with certain things in life, you are getting to see how it has a positive sort of outcome for you, as opposed to the negative that it might have been before. So you're also getting the opportunity to realize how many times before you've actually messed up your own life, you know, your own love, your own, all those type of things. And you are getting to see, it's like this mirror, this true mirror that you get to look into, to see how you are sometimes not doing the best thing for yourself, but how you can also do it differently. All right. So instead of taking offense, actually take heed and, you know, actually take note of that. All right. Because that in itself can make you avoid running into trouble that you never actually, you know, need to run into, because, I mean, you are this beautiful person. And yes, you are very misunderstood, but you also very much misrepresent who you actually are sometimes. And for some of you, you actually think it's really, really cool, but other people don't actually think that way. All right. Let's clarify the Star for you. We've got the Nine of Wands, the World, and the Death card. Okay. So where you are right now, and this is probably the last thing that you want to hear, but this is actually good news. Where you are right now, or as the energy coming towards you, it's such a beautiful, almost safe kind of space where you actually get the perfect chance to to sort of get a view of what are those emotional things that are actually holding you back. What are those ties, those childhood ties, those inner fears, those demons that you don't want to face? What are those things that are actually holding you back, you know? And whether you are, 18 years old or whether you're 80 years old, when we don't deal with emotional things, they still run us, and they run our life, and they run us down, and they've got a negative impact on our lives, you know? Whether we choose to believe it or not is totally irrelevant to the fact that it's true. Okay, because it's a wonderful opportunity here for things to go forward and completely heal from the past. So it's almost like you might be with someone that, or troubles that you have when you're with someone is because of those inside undealt with emotions that you like, just layers upon layers upon layers upon layers are being, sort of put on. And that in itself can often lead to things like that you may not necessarily want to do, but it's unnecessary drama, it's gossip, it's all those type of things, because you're not dealing with the core of the problem. So it's like running away, but in a, not always the way that works out most positively for you. All right. Let's look at this Queen of Inspiration. It's Queen of Wands for you coming towards you. So for the Queen of Wands, we've got the King of Cups, we've got the Three of Cups, and you've got the King of Swords. Okay. Oh. So there's actually many, many reasons for you here to celebrate, coming forward. If you are willing to sit with those emotions, if you are willing to put in the work and to stay with it, and when I say put in the work, I'm not talking about some little baloney, little fly-by-night type of thing. Oh, I'm healed now, I've looked at my things, I'm healed. It's really looking into it and really putting in the work. Then you've got excellent potential for things to really work out for you. Just clarifying this Devil card lastly, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Again, if you can look at because you see it is that inner sort of demons that are reflecting outwards that is not being dealt with. And so a lot of people might actually call you this really horrible, terrible person, and you feel that you're really not being completely understood. But it is that unspoken sort of energy that is being dealt with because it has not been communicated to it that it's fine, you can go now, you don't need to be present anymore. Okay. So if you want to experience this beauty that's on its way to you, and there's such beautiful things in life that's available to you, you got to do the inner work. If you don't do it, then you will just repeat the same old cycle again. And the question is, do you actually really want to do that? All right. And if it resonates with you, more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We just get you a message from the universe to end of our reading. Seven of Swords, Justice card, and the Hierophant. There's a big difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it, and you are ready for that. It also calls you to be fair, to others, but also to yourself. And to yourself and also to others, to all parties, all right? Don't try to fix other people's problems so much and not focus on your own, because there's just another way of running away. There's a beautiful start available here for you. You've got the experience, you've got what it takes to actually make this work. All right. From my heart, I want to wish you all, for all of you are celebrating, I want to wish you the most beautiful Christmas and Hanukkah and season's greetings, and I want to wish you the most beautiful New Year. I will see you around soon. Bye.